I went to the Ren Fair last year. I walked a tightrope and got to kiss a maiden.
Yeah. Oh, you did that last week?
No. When I was like,
he's just
how old was I? It's probably like 12, maybe.
Yeah. So I got to kiss a 30-year-old virgin girl. It was dope.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, welcome to Pit Warning. My name is Wesley Decker. With me, as always, is Kyle Vaughn.
Hello, friend.
Hello, Justin Davidson.
Hey there, Fal.
And Nate Rippey.
Hey, good people.
Officially, we have moved on to season 2 of Pit Warning. Whether you wanted it or not, I think we're all in agreement that we wanted it, and took some time to regroup and refresh and talk about some potential formatting changes, and here we are. So for the, I would say at least semi-immediate future, depending on how this goes, the format will be as such, as opposed to just sort of picking a topic and then riffing and picking top 3 of a given subject. We are now sharing a playlist with each other in advance of songs that we would like to turn each other onto or share with each other. 2 songs each. We then listen to the songs, form opinions about them, and then we'll hash it out on this recording.
Live.
And yeah, pretty straightforward. Obviously, if you are intrigued by anything we say or want to check out some cool tunes,
Sign up for our Patreon, hit the like button.
Smash.
Smash that like button.
Smash. Or you could just look in show notes for a link to our playlist, which has all of our picks on it. So yeah, anything else you guys want to add?
We all share like group texts and turn each other on to new shit all the time, and this is kind of a way to maybe share with 2 other people like the underground stuff that we're all digging. So
yep. So Ronnie Athiel, we hope you enjoy the playlist.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you want to kick us off with your pick then, Kyle?
I do.
Do it.
Did y'all? So yeah, obviously you guys all listen to this. You could probably listen to.
I didn't listen to
yours. You just avoided it.
Yeah.
Lame. Antichrist Siege Machine.
Fuck yeah, dude. I own this record. Full disclosure.
You bought it?
Oh yeah.
So I did not pay attention to the first full release that they did.
I have thoughts on that, but continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it. I didn't pay attention to it for very superficial reasons, like the album cover didn't really hit me the right way. The name is kind of dumb. I mean, if you guys are listening, I think your band's great. Like the name was just like, it kind of came off as like maybe a bit Nazi-ish, you know?
Agree.
Yeah, but
like I looked it up to make sure. Like there
we
are those.
thought Antichrist Siege Machine had Nazi undertones to it just by the name of it.
Possibility. You know,
I would counter that a lot of war metal in general comes off that way.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
War metal is not really my thing either. So there's not many other like war metal bands I would point to be like, I'm really digging this.
Yes.
But that is, they are very not Nazis. Good point.
Nazis.
They're very not Nazis, and that's always a pleasure.
That's a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up in the rife world of black metal. And what really is making me pick, I mean, we picked these probably like 2 weeks ago. It was in pretty heavy rotation about 2 weeks ago. It slowed down a little bit, but it's something that is super intense. It's very like relentless, almost like grindish.
I would say that I would classify it as like almost like getting into the realm of grindcore.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
maybe has a bit of grind to it.
Yeah.
But it has some palatability, you know, like it has some stuff that catches, and then like I would listen to it. The album, I would be working, focusing on something, listening to this, and it would like the album would just start over again, and I wouldn't really notice. But there's you know grooves and there's things that you can pick up on amidst this just like chaotic noise mess, which is why I'm pointing it out, because I think that's something about you know how this record comes off is very like hypnotic almost. Just the way it just like blasts and grinds all the way through, but then there's moments where you pick up on some groove, and you can like there's oftentimes you can't even tell what the guy is playing on guitar, honestly. Like some of the riffs, you're just like, what is happening right now? I don't know. And then you can catch what's happening for a minute, and then he goes back to playing something that is just you know unintelligible. And what also is really cool is the drummer's the singer. If you ever looked up how they're performing live, that is fucking impressive.
You should probably also mention they're a two-piece.
Yeah, it is a two-piece, and he like sets his guitar up like through a guitar amp and a bass amp, and yeah, it's wild.
Yep, I was, and maybe I'm just not as keen of a listener as I used to be. But I was surprised when I found out it was a two-piece. Because
that's news to me.
Yeah, it didn't come off that way. Certainly on first listen. I feel like now that the sort of the secret's out, I can hear it a little bit more. Like clearly no distinct bass doing something else during it, but definitely like a huge sound for two people. You know?
It's absurd. It's absurd music. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but I totally agree with everything you say, like criticisms and all. Going back to the first record, just the constant assault of blast beat without the intelligibility of the riff was kind of what turned me off on it. Like I appreciated it, but I just didn't really listen to it after the first listen. This one, I would say, has that. But it also has, specifically this song, a little bit more of mix-ups in terms of riffage.
This is like the
grooves.
most groovy song that they have. That's what
Totally.
Yeah.
I will also call out on this song, A+ use of China cymbal. Fuck yes, like at the exact appropriate time to just make me want to like juggernaut my head through a wall. while listening to it.
Yeah, it's very listenable. Like you know, it's like I said, it's been on repeat a lot, and like grindish war metal is not something I would listen to over and over and over again. Something about it is really listenable.
Yeah,
it's funny that you say that. I felt like the album was not as listenable as you are kind of saying it is. And when you say like I forget the name of the song that you put on the playlist. But that is definitely one of the grooviest songs on the album. But it seems like, for me, listening to the whole album, it's just like uncut, like in your face, and just like you were saying, like the whole like unintelligible guitars at some moments where you like it when you get brought back in, and you can't like I guess. Heard you correctly, like you kind of reflect on, like, oh, okay, that wasn't unintelligible, and now we're back to something like that. That was a little bit tough for me.
All of it was unintelligible.
It wasn't all unintelligible, but that took away a lot of the listen, like my ability to like put it on and listen to it over and over and over again. But
yeah, I kind of agree with that, and maybe even take it a step further. It not being able to kind of catch what the hook was a little on the guitar, and I'm
just listen for the China. That's the indicator.
Yeah, the China.
I think though I'm surprised to hear it's someone drumming. It sounded like Drum Machine to me. So it just kind of was like I don't know, more plotting, agoraphobic nosebleed or something. I thought it was like a one-man band, to be honest. I didn't hate it, but I was not blown away by it, you know, just being honest. But maybe there's some other stuff of theirs that I'd like more.
Well, probably not.
I'm going to say no.
Probably not. Like, you didn't like
I'm
this.
just trying to be nice in case the band's listening.
Yeah, if this song didn't do it for you, I don't think any of the other stuff will.
No.
Real quick though, back to the album art thing though. Definitely like a step up on this one.
The
like,
new
that's
one
a
is great.
sweet ass album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's named Bat Dog is the guy that made it.
Shout out Bat Dog.
Shout out Bat Dog.
Where my bad dog at?
He's a really cool illustrator. He's sort of like the Adam Burke type of guy where he does a ton of metal covers, like lots of really cool oil paintings and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Antichrist Siege Machine. We did it. All right. Nate, you're up. What's your pick?
Not a very new pick, but something newer to me, which I think will be a common theme on this episode of French, I guess, oi / punk. The band is, I think it's pronounced REEKS or Rixe. I don't know. Rixe.
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 Rixe. But I have a question for you guys. Like, if you heard this and didn't know they were an oi band, like, what makes an oi band if you don't know they're an oi band?
I got this. If the band says oi, they're an oi band.
No,
Food.
but they don't
If
say
the
oi.
band-
Yeah,
But they don't say oi.
yeah. There's
so,
I'm sure.
Here's why I bring that up, though. Here's why I bring that up. So I was listening to an interview with the singer of The Chisel, and a lot of people refer to The Chisel as an oi band, which I would as well.
Yeah.
And he clarified. He was like, I don't think we're an oi band at all. Like,
I never said oi once.
he didn't go that far, but he was like, we're a punk band. Just call us a punk band.
So for me, like, I just think of this as a punk. Most of these badass French underground punk bands that are, I think, killing it right now. This is one of those bands, and they share members with one of my very favorite punk bands. I don't know if they're considered oi, but Youth Avoiders. The only other thing I could think is like maybe slightly catchy punk with like really gruff vocals. Maybe
Street punk is how I used to refer to it as.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know they refer to themselves as oi, so who am I to debate it? But I'm just like,
I would call it
oi.
oi.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the vocal
Anyway,
style has
all
a
that
lot-
aside, this is a
Yeah.
super catchy song. It reminds me a little bit of like a modern Turnstile with like the catchy riff. It's not super heavy. The like echo / delay on the chorus. The whole thing's catchy.
Turnstile?
And yeah, Turnstile a little for sure. That riff, that intro riff.
Three of us on this podcast are all raising eyebrows right now.
Anyway, hey, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That aside, that's just the vibe that it kind of gives off. I know that Turnstile's not oi, obviously. It's just that riff, that introductory riff.
I felt like this song in
Um,
particular was a bit more like garage rock. It was like oi mixed with garage rock.
I'll put another layer of meat on that sandwich. To me, the like wah guitar going on is super psychedelic. Like to me,
Yeah.
it reminded me of like Hawkwind or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know?
Psych
Yeah, I
garage
I think
rock
that's
stuff.
a bit.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
Turnstile uses that a little on their last album. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on. Time and Space or whatever.
Maybe.
I think I know what you listened to before you listened to this song.
Yeah.
That's real.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I don't know. Yeah. What else? What else you guys got to say about it? You guys dig it or?
I fucking
Yeah.
dig it. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to find it's literally called like cassette demo or cassette single, whatever. And as you know, I'm surprised it's even on streaming, but yeah, it's only on cassette. It's not on vinyl anywhere. I wish it was because the follow-up track's great too. All their stuff's awesome that I've heard.
Are they
This-
on the La Vida es un Music Discos, the same Homefront
think so.
label? No?
They might be. They were on like something about fire, like Catch a Fire. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
This
In
EP
French,
is on
yeah, on
is
Feu,
on La
whatever.
Vida.
Okay.
I just
gotcha.
checked.
They currently might be.
Okay.
I think this 2018 one was on something else, but
Gotcha. I'm
Yeah.
just a sucker for like oi delivery in foreign languages.
Mhm.
totally.
It just like scratches a weird itch for me.
Well, I think you'll see my other pick. I've been getting way deep into this French punk scene that I knew nothing about a couple months ago. And there's so many good bands. There's so much cool stuff out of there.
It's kind of crazy. I think that a lot of them like are in each other's bands and stuff, but it seems like the scene is super tight. And
hey, let's go to Italy. I'm like 90% sure that my pick is from Italy, but maybe I'm 10% wrong. But my band is called Festa del Smeraldo.
I figured it was Spanish, maybe.
I thought that they were Italian for sure.
Portuguese.
I thought Italian too.
I thought both of them, but then I think I saw something that said Italian. Oh, that's what it was. I looked up the translation of what that means, and of course now I can't remember it. It was like Festival of Forgiveness or something weird, but it was Italian. Anyways, in terms of music, this one's a little bit harder to pin down. I can say with confidence that pretty sure this is a drum machine. But aside from that, it's got kind of like a really cool sort of post-punk, sort of bedroom, sort of like handmade feel to it. But then like the song itself, I don't know how it came across to your guys' ears, and certainly more so in certain parts of the song than others, but almost has like a reggae swagger to it. But then in terms of the vocals, it's all just like straight up like kind of spoken word. And of course I have no fucking clue what the dude's saying because I don't speak Italian.
It's almost rap in a way.
Yeah.
So like old rapping.
Yeah. I think this band is super fucking cool. Like I could like see if I were in Italy, like walking past some sketchy venue and just being like, whoa, who the fuck is that? Like I have to go check that out. Or if I was watching a foreign movie and this came on, it would definitely pique my interest in the soundtrack.
One of the things I thought of to describe this before we were just talking about how they were Italian was like it sounded like something that was playing at like a Milan fashion show.
Totally. Yeah.
You know,
it's like you would just be out and about and be like, whoa, what the fuck's that? And like Shazam it.
Yeah. You mentioned reggae and that was kind of like, it took me a few lessons, but I finally kind of honed in on that. I was like, what the fuck does this remind me of? And it's Guns of Brixton. It's like, it's totally that totally like a sped up, like pitch shifted version of that song.
Yeah, good call.
And eventually I was like, oh, that's it. But it's super catchy, and I do like it. I think it's cool, and it kind of brings to light what all of us kind of hope to share with each other is like shit we wouldn't have found, otherwise. And
it was a surprising
other
pick.
People can check it out now too.
I was surprised you picked that.
Yeah? Why? Because it wasn't just like a mosh fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't something to like lift weights to, man.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to put Speed on the next episode, so we'll get to that. Speed's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's an out there pick, though. It's almost kind of like Suicide, like
totally.
Minimal electro post-punk. It's weird. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it is weird, and it is cool.
I was really surprised to hear this on the playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I was surprised. Maybe it was because much like everybody's been saying, I couldn't really pinpoint, like, I guess what it was, like listening to it and going like, okay, this is just like ambient, like electronic noise, or and then. Yeah, the vocal is kind of like, is this guy rapping right now? Is this spoken word? Like, what's going on? And then when I listened to the playlist a few times over, and I guess it kind of brought me back in with like the super like hooky keyboards that like start halfway through the song, but it grew on. But yeah, like at first I was ready to skip it. Like I first listened to the playlist, and then after listening to the playlist for a week, I was like, okay, this is growing on me for sure. And and I've started enjoying it.
Cool. So Justin, you're up. What do you got?
Was I talking about Gatecreeper for the first one?
Yeah, that's right.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Gatecreeper is from Phoenix, Arizona, and I think that I got into Gatecreeper through Kyle in probably 2016 or no. I got into Gatecreeper because they had a split with another band that I liked a lot called Young and in the Way. And I think that you put me onto Young and in the Way a long time ago, Wesley. But anyways, I listened to that split, and then in maybe 2019, I think they came out with, gosh, trying to space on the album, Sonoran something.
Yeah, it starts with a D. It's like sonora depression.
Sonoran deprivation.
Sonoran deprivation.
Yeah.
There it is. And then I think Kyle, you and I saw him open up for Cannibal Corpse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. And they blew my socks off. I was like, this band's so good.
They sounded great.
And that Sonoran deprivation was like that was on repeat at my house for a very, very, very long time. So this new album, which I think is a little bit of a departure from the death metal that they've kind of been putting out for the last few albums. This is kind of went more towards like mellow death, and I don't know if you guys really agree with that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. More mellow death.
Yeah, it's more mellow death. It's not like as in your face, just like buzzsaw, guitar riffs, and blast beats. And I kind of chose this song called "A Chilling Aura" because I felt like it was the biggest like departure from what I'd heard from Gatecreeper's previous albums. But I really dug it, and I've been listening to it a lot, and I'm interested to hear what you guys think about it.
Yeah, definite darkest hour kind of vibes, replete with the kind of breakdown part, towards the latter half. I liked it right from the, the drop. It's definitely different from them. It's more kind of streamlined and concise, and definitely some more melody. It's a little more catchy, but I think it's a pretty damn standout track.
So I've had a funky version or a funky journey with this record, and the good news is I guess, Justin, this song that you picked has convinced me to sort of go back and re-listen.
Mm-hmm.
So if I remember correctly, this album dropped and there was a song with a tank on the cover called "Caught in the Treads" that I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really liked that song.
Set off a long tank thread.
Yeah, exactly. Then they dropped a song called "The Black Curtain," and I'm sorry, guys, I did not like that song to the point where
that song.
Yeah, to the point where I was like, I don't think I need to check out this new record. Like I mean, don't get me wrong, the song was fine, but it sounded to me like more like this was sort of like their stadium phase of the sound. Like it was definitely a bigger song and a broader type of riff that would kind of just appeal to your average Knotfest troglodyte, as opposed to like your average death metal troglodyte.
Your fault. Those are both our main audiences. So.
Those are both those troglodytes are our main audience.
Well, crack a fucking book then, you fucking troglodytes. Like,
you ain't
learn to read. Yeah.
Well, this is their first album on Nuclear Blast, so like I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more like, hey, let's get some fest rock going on with this album. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, but I dig this new song. I will also say that like I don't know the singer's name, but I fucking dig this dude's voice. Like I think like if I could tap into whatever he's got, I would be a happy camper because he sounds fucking great. I mean, the whole production-wise, tone-wise, everything's definitely on point. But I like that he switches up tone. And sometimes when singers do that, I feel like it gets a little cheesy. Like, I'm going to go low, and then I go, and it's just like shitty.
He does it more on this. I think he was doing it more than previous records.
Yeah,
too.
and it sounds good. I'm for it. I'm into it. So yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I got no real strong criticisms about it, but it was just kind of Luke.
Yeah, just tepid.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's not great. It's not bad.
Yeah. I did Sonoran Deprivation that was a big hit though.
Yeah.
So I actually really, really liked the that surprise Doom record that they put out a few years ago.
That was weird, yeah. Would you even say it was like a Doom? There was one song that was definitely a Doom song, and then there were like 9 songs that were like punk songs.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
There's that one Doom song that I thought was great. I was kind of hoping that their new record would be more along that line.
Yeah.
Was that album Deserted?
An Unexpected Reality.
An Unexpected Reality.
Think.
Oh yeah,
that's
what it was. Little EP.
Yeah, it was like the COVID drop thing.
Yeah. Cool band. Good stuff. They sound great.
Yeah, dude. Gatecreeper's cool. I like Gatecreeper. Cool. Kyle, you're up with another maybe Oi band.
French. Yeah, is it Oi? It's kind of Oi. It's kind of Oi. Another French band from Brest. I don't know.
Brest, yeah.
From Bresty.
They're from Brest.
I would say this is like
From under Brest.
Oi with some hardcore punk and then a bit of post-punk all mixed together. What makes it Oi? I don't know. Because it's associated with some other Oi bands. There's a gruff singing, but kind of is connected to the stuff. I was reading something about them, and they said they're like, we want to make a band that sounds like Criminal Damage, which is like a very quintessential Oi punk band. And I don't think it sounds much like Criminal Damage, but they said that's what they were going for. But to me, it sounds more like hardcore punk with some Oi and post-punk mixed in, like the jangly rhythm guitar is a bit post-punky and some of the rhythms and stuff. And
so real quick, just to interject, like my biggest thing about this song, like that's straight up, like it sounds like a Johnny Marr type thing to me. Like I hear Smiths.
And that's through almost every song. Like there's some jangle going on in every song, but it's aggressive. It's melodic. I can't understand a word they're saying. So some similarities with the previous pick. The name is kind of dumb. Like just on the surface, when I was browsing through looking at stuff,
Did you say what the band is called, by the way?
I don't think so yet.
Oh, no, I don't think you did. Yeah.
Well, I'm
burying the lead. Jeez, man.
Syndrome 81.
Syndrome 81.
Yeah, it's
on KPLX.
Kind of a dumb name. It's kind of a dumb
name. Yeah.
Sounds better in the original French.
But
Syndrome 81.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite things I've found in a long, long time. What else? And another thing in common to the other pick, and a scene that's rife with potential Nazi affiliation. These folks have, made a statement that they are not Nazis.
Yeah, that's something a Nazi would say.
No, it's not. No, it is not. A Nazi. The problem with all these fucking bands is like they can't just say, "No, we're not Nazis. We don't suck, and Nazis are bad."
Yeah,
they say everything but that.
Yeah,
which is the problem.
I told you guys.
I
shared a photo. I got one of their older albums, Syndrome 81.
Yeah, that was great.
From a seller. I couldn't tell if it was a record label, small label out of, and it was from Germany. It came immaculately packaged.
From where?
It was from Germany, the seller. And so I was already on high alert. And then I open it, and inside is a sticker that says, "Punch a Nazi in the fucking face." Which
I think that's exactly what a Nazi would say, though.
Probably.
Yeah. Once again,
they like sadism, I guess.
You guys are problematic. No,
Kyle, this is the highlight of the entire playlist for me. I started
Yeah.
Such a good song.
I really wanted to get onto this new episode or this new season to really like lay into you somehow, and I can't because I love this song in this album. So like it's so good. I just been listening to it nonstop.
Yep.
So thank you so much
You are very, very welcome
for the recommendation.
Yeah.
It's it's funny you say Johnny Marr, Wesley, kind of like that. I was hearing like hints of the Smiths, but then like I thought that the guitar tone especially sounded like Christian Death or like 45 Grave or like any of like I guess like what death rock bands, which was super appealing. It just fits really well, and I really like it a lot.
My only criticism, I love it. I just there's other songs on the album that I love even more. So
yeah,
take from that whatever you want. But
all right, Nate, you're back up. What do you got?
All right, I have a band. I can't even tell where they're from. It might be one of those like postal service things where they're all mailing tracks to each other. But the band is called Hard Chiller, which speaking of bad band names, this is not a great one.
It's a theme in this playlist.
It's I think they're kind of out of the ashes of a band I really love called Pieced Out, which is a guy from RX Bandits, not a band I listen to, but the drummer
that blew me away that this dude was from RX Bandits.
Well, I saw that too, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. So check out Pieced Out if you haven't. That shit's rad. But what brought this band to me is the drummer, Casey Dietz, I think is his name. He's the drummer from the Velveteen of all bands, but he's nuts. He's like a Zach Hill level, just kind of phenom on the kit, and that's part of like for me like part of maybe what the season 2 will be about is like this is a band that I wouldn't have found out about unless I followed the really specific idiosyncratic shit I do. And it's not a band probably you guys would have heard. Maybe don't like it at all, but I think it's kind of got that little bit of a Deftones,
very Deftones,
far kind of thing.
Disagree.
Heavy Deftones.
Disagree.
I
saw that read as well. Then something was just like, oh yeah, it's very like Under the Fur.
I don't think it's at all sounds like Deftones. It's just the dichotomy of the softer vocals over the kind of heavier
whispery,
stuff at times.
Almost gazy type
I don't think they're biting on Deftones at all or any of that. But I think if you had to choose,
we'll come back to that in a second. But go ahead.
Anyway, the reason I chose this track is I kind of like curveballs, and I feel like this song starts off and it feels like it's going to be really heavy, and then it obviously softens up for quite a while. And then it feels like it's going to build and drop, and it never does until the end. And the like the outro part is just rad. I mean, obviously I'm a fan of good drumming. I'm sure we all are, but it's got some amazing kind of drum choices at the end. And yeah, just kind of unexpected. But I'm a Faith No More kid, so I'm always looking for somebody who could pull off, like clean vocals with kind of heavier music well, and I feel like these guys do that.
Nate, I liked it. I liked it.
You don't have to, but I'm glad you did.
No, I really did. I listened to this song like probably more than any others on this playlist, like consecutively.
Fucking Deftones fans, man.
Something
I got you, Justin.
It.
Just wait. I got you.
I was into it. At first, I was not, and then repeated listens made me. I went and there's another single that they put out, and I will listen to the other single, which I was thinking.
See, I thought that was going to be the one that sounded like the Deftones, but guess what? It doesn't.
It's way doesn't. Yeah, totally.
I think the simple riffage is more Deftones, and just how this guy is doing some horny whispering is Deftones. No.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but it's a cool tune. I think it's a good song.
I'm laughing at the term "horny whisper."
If anyone is horny from this dude's tone of voice,
No. We're not horny.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
horny, Wesley.
Yeah.
He's
getting
I'm
horny.
sorry.
Yeah.
He's exuding his horniness.
So
I
Horny
see.
Whisper
It's
was
oozing out of him.
Yeah.
Horny Whisper was an unreleased George Michael
I'm
track.
just gonna
So that's what I was feeling for.
I'm gonna jump right in. So weirdly enough, Nate, because I love you, this was the song I liked the least but listened to the most
I appreciate that.
to try and see like
You
number
need to
one.
understand it.
Yeah, like number one, if I could come around like Kyle, or number two, to like try and figure out what wasn't doing it for me. All right.
It is kind of, I feel like it's Deftones with like an Instagram filter on it. It's like for,
I kind of had
it's for 19-year-olds, you know, it's not for us. It's for,
but
For Nate.
it's for Nate and
Nate's a
19-year-olds.
grown-up.
It's for Nate and it's for 19-year-olds who did not grow up in the 90s but deeply want to be part of the 90s.
Yeah. It
You
is
know?
Yeah, it's like this is
Yeah.
I think this is what shoegaze sounds like.
Yeah.
I think this is
this is Dinosaur Jr., right?
yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I was just thinking,
I
I'm like,
think you
okay,
guys
there's,
are all-
there's a lot
all
of
off on
like
that.
somebody listening to My Bloody Valentine a couple of times, and then
I'm not. No. I'm not saying this band sounds like Dinosaur Jr. And I don't
Or
think Justin's
shoegaze.
saying this
Yeah.
band sounds like
it's
shoegaze,
Gen
but it's
Z
like
take on 90s rock.
it's a vibe,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's a
we're
vibe.
looking underneath the notes, brother.
Super
Yeah,
baggy
but-
pants.
Totally.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like if I'm just being blunt, and I'm sorry, hard chiller dudes. I'm sure you're all like rad people and like a hardworking band, but
I liked it.
just the vocals, I can't do
I
it.
liked it.
Straight up, I just can't do it. It's got that sort of like whiny,
So horny.
like it just doesn't do it to me. And I didn't know that it was the drummer of the Velveteen, but it's kind of got this like trudging thing where you're kind of bobbing along to it, but at an unnatural like interval.
Yeah.
And for me, not necessarily like pleasurable way. And then the build at the end, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know a Nate fill when I hear one where I'm like, oh, Nate fucking digs that. But to me, it's just like, hey, homeboy, do that 2 times max. Like he just fucking
Yeah.
right out to the end, and it's just like.
Big old 7 roper to end the song.
Yeah, well, it's just like, okay, yeah, hey, buddy, I see you. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, sit the fuck down. So, sorry.
Way to keep it positive, Wes.
I know. I told
No,
you.
I welcome it. Bring it.
I told you this. That like it puts me in the danger zone. I like am so easy to tip into talking shit, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, all that being said, I'm an idiot, hard chiller. You guys, your bands are way more successful than any band I've ever been. So disregard everything I said.
I think to your point, and I know Justin, you have something to say, but I got something to say. But yeah, I think there's a element of taste or whatever, and everyone has their own. Again, this isn't to your taste, but I think that it does they do a good job doing what they're going for, I think.
It did what it needed to do.
That was a different way of saying that. Yeah.
I just think it's a good song.
No, I want to hear what Justin said.
I think it's a good song.
It. We're leaving
No,
Justin.
so I'm not going to lay into it. I'm not going to get even close to as negative as Wesley was.
Edit all that out, Nate.
No. It's all good.
No, that was good stuff. I liked it. I'm right there with Wesley as far as like I heard it and I was like, oh, no. And I actually, this is how surprised I was that it was on the playlist. Is like I've got like a little LCD screen on my car stereo, and I saw like the album cover, and I started hearing it, and I was like, what fucking algorithm put me onto this recommendation after this sweet playlist my bros made? And I was like, oh shit. And man, the really trippy thing is I looked at like who added this, and then I saw that Wesley, like on the app, it said that Wesley added it, and I was like, What the fuck?
Point of clarification, really quick. I took the liberty of adding the suggested songs in advance.
Yeah.
So on the playlist, a good amount of it shows up as Wesley added. The only stuff I'm necessarily vouching for are my picks. Anyways.
For next time. I have had a bit of Stockholm syndrome with the song because, and this, I guess this is, I say this, I trust your guys' musical taste more than I trust my own. So if I get a recommendation from one of you fellas, I'm like, okay, this is good music. And I am the person that doesn't know what good music is. So I'm going to listen the hell out of this thing and really try to digest it. I did listen to this song a lot. And as I kept on listening to it, it did grow on me. But it wasn't like, I'm not gonna go buy Hard Chiller.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy the album.
But
who knows? Maybe in another week.
Yeah. No, I think
listening.
I knew it'd be a somewhat either controversial choice or whatever, but I just feel like it's an underground band that people probably haven't heard of, and I think they're local-ish to me. So maybe Santa Rosa, Sacramento, or something like that. But
are the Deftones from like out in Bakersfield or something like that?
Sacramento.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that Hard Chiller was from LA.
Santa Rosa.
Maybe the
Orange
RX Bandits guy is, but
yeah.
I know
Velveteen's from Santa Rosa,
yeah.
Kyle. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
that's all we need to say about it.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Oh shit, I'm up. All right, this could be another controversial pick. But by a band that all of us, I believe, like. Candy, Love Like Snow, off the new record, It's Inside You, keeping up the theme of sexually charged innuendos on their albums.
I think it's about soaking.
Could be. Could be. I watched the video. It's a weird music video, as you would expect, but
what
cool.
What is soaking?
We're not going to get into that, but I'm going to talk to you about it after the podcast is finished.
Okay, you can tell me. Yeah.
Anyways, I would say this is sort of an evolution or a different mode of the band, but not necessarily out of left field if you've been paying attention to what they've been putting down. I guess I'm really on a vocal kick for this episode, but it's definitely the vocal delivery that does it for me. And I guess just a little bit of description. It is not like the typical Candy mosh fest that we've talked about before. It's kind of an electronic-y, dancey, bedroomy type jam, but then with the typical Candy vocals, yelled, screamy over it. But like if you've ever listened to like stuff like Youth Code, it's kind of in that same vein as Youth Code. But I really fucking dig it. It was another one, I guess, to a point a few of us made before, that the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't know about this. But by the third or fourth go around, and definitely by the time the album came out, I was like, I think this might be one of my favorite songs on the record, and weirdly a song that I would want to see live the most, just because I could I actually could see people going off to it pretty hard. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. So I'll open it up.
Disagree with you more. I'll give
Yeah.
you some feedback here.
Here we go. Lay in,
Okay.
brother.
Captain fucking Contrarian. Here we go.
I'm not trying. I did my best, just
I'm
like
just
everybody
giving you
else is
shit,
saying. I did my best on this, and the more I listened to it, I think I liked it less.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are your reasons?
It's very. It's like it kept. I cannot stop thinking about the Spawn soundtrack, like not in a good way. It's very Spawn soundtrack.
It's definitely better than
Does anybody
anything on the
listen to the Spawn soundtrack in a good way?
I have.
Dude, there's some good tunes on the Spawn soundtrack. This would fit right in with some of the not so good tunes on the Spawn soundtrack. The rest of the album,
Prodigy meets Metallica
sounds cool. It's like Hatebreed with drum and bass. The first couple of tracks are rad. Yeah, and he says "Love Like Snow" too much.
I dig it.
Fair. That's fair.
I mean, it grew away from me. And the more I listened to it, the more I was like, "This is."
Sounds like it melted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how could you like if that was live? You could see people going off to it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's a
for
vibe.
sure.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like
Get on board. Get
like
on
we
the
s-
fucking candy train, dude.
like in between bands, as a joke, the house plays "Seal Kissed by a Rose" and everybody's moshing to "Kissed by a Rose," like that kind of thing.
No, more so like the front half of the show is going off to this rad song, and then there's a weird dude with a mustache and glasses in the back with his arms folded, looking all defiant and like he doesn't know how to have fun. Like that type of thing.
Wes made it
It
personal.
could be.
One person moshing around that guy with the mustache and the bald head.
Yeah.
All right, Justin.
Skanking.
Maybe I'll be the positive sandwich.
Can you
so you
skank
can
to this song?
add your.
You can fucking skank to anything you want, man. This is a free fucking country.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Dave?
I'll go after you. I feel like I might agree more with Wes about this than you. Sounds like.
So you want to be the positive bread.
I'll be
on
the
outside
positive
of the
bread, and you
negative
guys be
meat.
the negative meat. Yeah.
I am not opposed to this song at all. And this song grew on me a lot. And I like the repetition of whatever. Yeah, Love Like Snow. I liked it. Interestingly enough, I thought that this song paired terrifically with your other pick, Wesley, and as both of them. I listened to both of them more and more. I felt like both of them grew on me a lot more.
Wes.
I tell you what, like the first couple times we all listened to this Candy album, and everybody had the shit talking fest about it. Like initially,
Did we have a shit talking fest? I think
I feel like
there was no
it was
negatives,
like
real.
There were
It
some
was-
negatives. I picked up what it came down to was the millennials were triggered by the scratching. And here's what
Yes.
it comes down to.
Oh,
A new
yeah.
generation said, hey, you see that thing you're not doing anything with over in the corner of the room? We're going to pick that up and make it our own and kind of do our own shit. And then everybody within our age group was just like, this is Limp Bizkit.
I was not
Yeah.
bothered by the scratching. I really wasn't.
I'm fucking here for it. I think it's rad.
Okay.
But yeah, I started liking it a lot more as the weeks progressed. And
Like a beautiful hill covered with snow
yeah,
made out of love.
Love Like Snow.
Exactly.
This could be like a goth stripper song. Huh, Justin?
I'm so fine with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not like this is a classier goth stripper, not a Deftones stripper.
Not a hard chiller stripper.
Uh-huh.
Not a hard chiller stripper.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So this would have been, had I not known Wes was picking Candy, this was the exact track I was going to choose as well. I fucking love it. And I think I mentioned in a text, like kind of there's a through line, like a little bit Vane. I feel like the band Vane FM now.
Yep.
And fucking Code Orange Kids, whatever the fuck they were.
It's just Code Orange now.
Is it back
They
to
grew up.
Wait.
After they turned 18,
I
it
thought
was
they were
just
Code Orange, and then they became Code Orange Kids.
Flip that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't really care for them, but then also like back to Genghis Tron. Do you guys ever listen to Genghis Tron?
So yeah, I do.
Here's
But
the through line. Yeah, it's the obviously the Kurt Ballou was involved in all this shit that I just mentioned, and for one album or another. But this album was done by him as well. It reminds me though, the vocals, like, or some of the, like, when the chorus hits, it has a vibe, the Armed vibe, which is also a through line. And then also though, it's like that last Genghis Khan album, I think it was called Dream Warrior or something. That's the singer from the Armed. So anyway, there's all these kind of influences. I feel like that these guys have all collectively kind of brought this like drum and bass / new metal thing, whatever you want to call it, back and made it trendy again. Sorry, Wes, was that your point or no?
No, I was just going to call out one specific thing, not so much for this song, but for the new album in general. Who listened to Atari Teenage Riot back in the day?
Well, they were on the Spawn soundtrack.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
And that track rips.
There you go. So
you're saying Kyle had a point?
No. What I'm saying is we were sort of talking like, oh, well, there's like some industrial parts and there's drum and bass. Like, I hear a ton of Atari Teenage Riot to the point where he's saying the same lines from Atari Teenage Riot song. There's a whole spiel on the song It's Inside You where he keeps going, start the riot. And that was an Atari Teenage Riot thing. So it's definitely like a 90s sort of aggressive electronic love fest.
Spawn soundtrack.
Swirled up with the usual candy fare. I never really listened to the Spawn soundtrack.
Maybe you love it, dude. If you really like this song, I think you should give it another listen.
I'm looking at the Spawn soundtrack track list right now, and I do not believe you're going to like this at all.
I don't care.
Do you like the Dust Brothers?
They did. They produced some fucking great albums. I mean,
sure, man.
Fucking Paul's Boutique.
Paul's Boutique, exactly. Yeah.
But I believe they teamed up with Korn on the Spawn soundtrack.
Oh,
that's correct.
Why didn't you just lead with that, Kyle? Then you would have immediately gotten me to listen to the Spawn soundtrack.
Atari Teenage Riot teamed up with Slayer.
That's a good fucking combination.
It's the best song on the whole.
They just remix like.
I disagree. I think Incubus and DJ Greyboy was a better one for that soundtrack.
Wait, Incubus was on the Spawn soundtrack?
Oh yeah,
they were a band at that point. I feel like there was.
It's like
Spawn
90,
came out when I was in high school.
It's like 98 or something.
97, dude.
97, damn.
Early
Incubus has been getting around, brother.
Okay, all right. All right. I think we're done with Candy. Cool. Candy. Justin, what's your last one?
It should be known that Incubus's first album was released in 1995, and the album name was Fungus Among Us.
Fuck Incubus. I don't care if they're listening to this.
That's amazing.
Sorry,
hell yeah.
It is amazing.
It was like a high school biology teacher joke.
I mean,
Tripper.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that. All right, Justin, what is your pick?
My pick was a local band here called Earthdogs. And
with umlauts.
With umlauts.
2 umlauts.
Earthdogs is a 4-piece, and they're based here in the Bay Area. And I believe they want to be shrouded with anonymity, so they don't like say who the members are. However, I know the singer, and I'm not sure what instrument he plays, but he plays in a few other bands here in the Bay Area, and then a couple other big bands that tour around. Anyways, it's just simple. It's just like crust punk, and it's in your face, and I like it. I just really dig it. But I would say that I'm most likely biased towards it, but because it's local and it's a buddy. But I just thought it was something I was listening to at the time, so I throw it on up there. Give you guys a taste.
It's a quick taste. It's like, how long is this song? Like 60 seconds or something?
So this song's got
minus the intro.
And all the songs are all like 60 seconds to like 60 to 90 seconds on the 7-inch. It's a 6-song 7-inch.
Oh right.
It was I think it was recorded in 2019 or 2020, and they actually recorded it at the Great American Music Hall. But just released it in April, I believe.
Yeah, I liked it without giving anything away, I guess, respecting the anonymous nature. I did dig the singer's other bands.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I've always liked this.
Sounds a little bit like Never Healed, right?
Yeah, I don't know why. But something about it. But yeah, in terms of the song though, it's like one part noise and like one part just straight up rock and roll almost.
Very nice.
And then it sort of just rinses and repeats that for 60 seconds. But yeah, I dig it. It's good. It did beg the question to me. It reminded me of when I knew more people who would go on tour and like develop relationships with other bands and then come back and be like, oh dude, like blah 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 is like the best band, and then I would listen to it and be kind of like underwhelmed.
Yeah.
And just sort of be like, do you just like these guys because you just like these guys?
Because they're good dudes.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying that about this band. I think this is actually a legit good song, but it does sort of bring up the point of, would it be so much on your radar if you didn't necessarily have a relationship with them? But
it wouldn't be on my radar at all if it wasn't if I didn't know. But yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of a moot point. I mean, like I feel like even I've been in the position where it's just like, I just really like these.
Yeah, I like the other direction. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's keep it negative. Yeah.
But
I wasn't like that. I was more on the former point of liking people and then by proxy really liking the band, and that was the case when I first started listening to All Bets Off, for sure. Yeah, just like oh, I love every dude in this band. Like, I like this band. But then I think that if somebody was to put an All Bets Off record on, like next to something else, I'd be like, I like the other thing a little bit more. But then it all gets. Go ahead. I think so. There has to be. Yeah, they used to tour out there, right? I think, but then I think a lot of it has to do with, who folks are, but then that's also one of the really cool things about like hardcore and punk, right? Is it was so not so much, or maybe I just don't know anymore. I wouldn't say I'm like a hardcore dropout, but like I felt like for a very long time, like it was still a very close-knit community, like in hardcore, where you just get a new people and hung out with them, like going and seeing a show and then going to Denny's with the band afterwards. That was just kind of what you did, and you met folks that doing it like that.
Yeah, I think kind of what you're saying, Wes, about knowing people or going on tour with the band. Part of it's like, obviously seeing the band live, right? Like so many bands like were never captured on record, properly, or maybe couldn't have been. But to see them live, obviously, especially night after night, you're like, fuck, these guys are rad, right? Where you wouldn't normally see a band night after night to kind of do what we've said on some of these songs from this playlist, like listen to it over and over and give it a second shot or a third shot. But yeah, speaking of this song in particular, there wasn't a ton in it for me personally. Like, it's obviously half kind of me wondering if my speakers had gone out or something, and then the other half, once the song comes in, was fine. Like, not something I'll probably go back to a lot, to be honest. But anyway, but again, maybe live they would seal the deal.
Or maybe you should just be friends with them.
Yeah. I'll reach
Yeah.
out. After they
That's
hear
the
this,
shortcut.
I'm sure they'll reach
Yeah.
out and want to be friends.
Yeah. Hey, we heard you were lukewarm on our band.
Yeah.
Want to be pals?
Yeah.
Come over for dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the guy who recommended Hard Chiller? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Well, dope. That's the podcast. We didn't talk about this, but do we want to do like any like walk-ons, recommendations type thing? I have a couple I could pull out of my butt. I
Can't
guess.
hurt. I mean, I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, do it. Do
real
it.
fast.
We're only
that was
like
good.
really under an hour of actual usable recorded stuff.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah, a couple shout outs, and these may appear on upcoming episodes. First and foremost, the new fucking Charlie XCX is so good. Brat.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Nate, I'm pretty sure you're on board.
Yeah, certain tracks are like I've annoyed the shit out of even my daughter doesn't like it because I've overdone it.
Liz can't stand
And I'm
it.
like,
I
dude,
was
you
really
saw her,
surprised you guys were
Christina and her
recommending this.
went and saw her open. She opened for Taylor Swift, and they don't even remember it. I was like, what? How could you not remember? Yeah.
How can you not remember
Yeah.
Charlie? But yeah, for like non-heavy, the opposite of heavy, that's great. I really like the new Nail song, Ulcerate. New album came out, Cutting the Throat of God. I'm still sort of wrapping my head around that.
You into it? I listened to it a couple times and it's good. Sounds like the other albums though.
So
I couldn't
but
if you played that album and another album, I probably couldn't tell you which one I was listening to.
weirdly, I feel like there's more stuff on this song that I can sort of hang on to. But I guess back on the topic of like drummers who need to sit the fuck down. Like
This guy's crazy.
Yeah, dude. So like to the point, not so much on this record, but definitely on the last one. I was like, okay, half the band is playing one song, and then homeboy drummer, you are clearly playing another song. Simmer down, fella.
He rips there.
Yeah, he rips. I really, really am looking forward to the new Speed record. And the new Gel EP is a fucking ripper.
Yeah.
So those are my off the cuff recs.
I'll just do one quick one. There's Grimdoor, single dude, one man band, black metal dungeon synth project, a long expected
single
party. Is exactly 20 minutes, and it is exactly about Gandalf's journey from Gandalf the White to Gandalf the Grey. It's so
How did
this
that
this
fucking
album
happen?
is his dungeon synth, his ambient, exactly 20 minutes.
It's nerd soundtrack incarnate.
Yeah. Grimdoor.
Grimdoor.
That was just for you though, Wes. Yeah. All right, for real. I think the new Uncle Acid album is really cool. I think that's really worth a listen.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of my
Sorry, buddy.
recommendations. We're all friends here. You're a
We're all-
fun guy.
we're all
dude.
pros
It's
here.
all good.
And
Yeah, I really have been listening to the newest Uncle Acid
it's
like
pretty cool.
a lot.
Great
And
soundtrack.
I've been doing
Yeah.
a lot of yard work, and I don't know if like why that has been helping me out doing yard work, but
It's one
I
of the best
really-
environments to listen to
dude,
music to. Yep.
I really enjoy listening to a saxophone solo on newer music.
While you're pruning some tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Speaking also of ridiculous names for a band,
Yeah.
I've been listening to this album by a band called Black Circle Sorcery. That name isn't my favorite thing ever, but
I think I've seen that pop up on my feed, and yeah, literally the name, I was like,
but it's
But-
good. Elegy
Okay.
of Nightside Despondency is their album. I'm getting into it. I'm not really. I can't give you a whole review right now, but
All right.
I wanted to mention one more was Darkness Everywhere. I don't know if you guys are catching this. Ben Murray,
yeah,
local
I like
dude. If maybe it's that friend biased thing. I wouldn't call him a friend, but he was in the scene. He played drums with my old band a long time ago in our demo. I think everything he does is great. He's been in lots and lots of bands, but this is very, very melodic, mellow death. It's kind of it's hitching a ride with all like the new wave of the like Upon Stone Majesties, new wave of mellow death.
2024 is the return of mellow death.
Yeah. And this should be one of them. So if you're feeling that,
it's the return of mellow death and elevated oi. Yep.
French oi. Yeah, I'll just give one, which I thought about having the track be my track choice be from this, but Sect, SECT, Plagues Upon Plagues, fucking album rips. But more importantly, like maybe partly what spawned this new concept, I think you said, Wes, is like we talked about like, should we just deep dive one album? And I'm not saying we do that now. But briefly, what are your guys' thoughts of the New Hope conspiracy after all the talk they've gotten on this podcast? I like it. It's a little more slow and sludgy. The upbeat tracks, stand out more. But is it everything, I hoped and dreamed it was? No, unless it grows on me. Maybe it will. But
I honestly haven't given it that much of a. I've probably listened through twice. Like I don't think I've given it enough attention to really.
It's good. It seems cheesy to me.
It seems cheesy.
That's right.
Not enough reverb on the vocals, or what?
No, just like I think Leslie and I talked about this. So like, capitalism's bad.
It's old man yelling at a cloud on his porch.
Got it.
Like nothing
like
against.
You're talking
Nothing.
but that's the content of the lyrics, right? But that detracts from the whole album fully for you guys.
Yeah, and I'm kind of I agree with you guys, actually everyone. Yeah, I agree with all of that about the HopeCon. I'm not underwhelmed by it, but I'm not reaching for it constantly.
So you're whelmed.
I'm present. I feel like I have started liking it a bit more on subsequent listens, which aren't a ton, but are here and there. But yeah, to Justin's point, and it kind of irks me just because like Kevin Baker is probably one of my favorite frontmen. He reuses phrases, I've noticed, across songs. Like some of the phrases he uses. Yeah, some of the phrases he uses like are straight up from like All Pigs Must Die songs. And yeah, on its surface, it's not like he's not talking about stuff that isn't like fair game for like a punk rock hardcore band. But just, I don't know, man. Something about it is just like...
You think it's more political than their last albums? I mean, overtly so?
I don't think it's more political. I just think it's a little bit tired.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have preferred something just slightly different. Like the reason I like EndNote so much is EndNote's personal. Like EndNote's about a relationship. I would definitely say that like all the All Pigs Must Die stuff, that's more political. Like there are songs about arms dealers and stuff like that. And maybe part of it is just like clearly this is the world we live in, and like you're going to be confronted with politics whether you like it or not in some fashion. But I don't know, just something about it. Like I said, it just sounds like old man on his porch, like screaming at the sky, screaming at a cloud. Cool. So we did it, fellas.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for being here, Kyle.
Love you.
Bye.